I hope all is well. So today's video is going to be titled Less Scrolling, More Hobbies. So this came about because I have known for some time now, months, that I am spending way too much time on social media. Way too much. And I want to rectify that by getting back into some of my hobbies. The last time I had this realization, I did get back into it a little bit. And hold on. Okay, so when I had my first realization that I had to get back into my hobbies, the first thing I got back into was beading. So I had made me some necklaces and I made me a couple of bracelets. But that was literally all I had did, and I got back into endless scrolling, right? So I was like, okay, I have to be more intentional about this. So I have like one other project that I was working on months ago, and it was weeding. And I was working on this, I think it's called mandala. Yeah. I was working on this flower. I would say a couple of months ago, I was working on this flower, and I was purposely spending about 20 to 30 minutes a day, quiet time. I could be listening to music or nothing at all and just, silence my mind away from my phone and just pick away at this. And it's coming out so beautifully. And I just kind of just left it to the wayside. And so I'm going to pick this back up. And I feel like I will do better about spending less time scrolling on social media by blocking out time, especially the time when I get home from work and up until, getting ready for bed and stuff. This is my paper flower paper. And I haven't used my Cricut in so long. So I want to get back into making paper flowers just because I've painted a little bit. I My last painting was a while ago, and it was the sunset. And I haven't picked up the stuff. And I'm creative. I love like making things. I love art. I love dibbling and dabbling. And I have even gotten away from like even making my earrings. Now, it's been actually a few years since I have made my polymer earrings. Yeah, it's been, and I still have a lot of clay. Like I still have a lot of clay left. But I've dabbled into making earrings. I used to like really be into my hobbies. And it's like I got on the clock app late last September, maybe, I think. Late last year, I decided to download the clock app, and I don't even know what made me download it after all of this time. I'm not sure. But I have come across just a wealth of information on the clock app, like literally learning something new every day, from our history to more homesteading stuff. Even though I look at a lot of the homesteading stuff on YouTube and gardening and self sustainability, I look at a lot of that stuff on YouTube, but like more so the history and more so keeping up with the current events of the world. And all that's really done through the clock out. And I have just been gradually spending more and more and more time on there. And it's just becoming, I feel like, unhealthy in the sense of it's just not a very productive way to spend my time. Even though I'm trying to kind of break up with that word productive, because I have entered into a season of slowing down and not planning too much and just really trying to go with the flow of my day and wherever that leads me. But I also can be intentional about less time scrolling and more times putting my hands to work in other ways besides scroll, like, comment. And even it's not necessarily to say to even take a whole break. It's just block out time. And that's what I think will really work for me, is to block out a schedule and block out time for hobbies, block out time for social media, and let the rest of your day go as it should. I just feel like this would be a good way for me to make the time or create the time to get into more of my hobbies. I really miss doing those things. Like listening, well, I listen to music every day. But even meditation, I had gotten away from meditation. I do not sit out on my sidewalk for my morning tea nearly as much. But again, the hot weather does play into that. But still, you can't help the weather. As long as it's not something crazy, you can still get out and be. There's so many things that I could be doing than sitting somewhere scrolling on my phone. And I used to do those things. So I know that I am capable and able of getting back to that. Like, there's nothing stopping me but me, you know? And I know that. I know that about myself. And so now I'm just at a point where, okay, so what are you actually going to do about it, Brandy? And so this is me finally wanting to do something about it and try to stick to it. So I may do another video of what it looks like to block out my time and still continue to jump on here and do my 10-minute talk as often as I can. I know when I started this, I didn't promise myself to do this every day, but yeah, I started a new gig and adjusting to that. And another creative thing I came across, I'm not saying that I'm going to get into it. And in some ways, I've kind of done it already myself. But what's those junk journals? Those look mad cool and creative and colorful and just very um expressive, especially just expressing yourself, your views, the colors you love. It's just really, really neat. And it's just literally all kinds of scraps and designs and patterns and quotes and colors, and it's just neat. And there's so many different art forms that can go inside those things. So I had stumbled across that on social media. I'm like, dang, that's pretty neat. And I had never seen anything like that. And so I have my own like big thick journal, but it's mostly full of quotes and colors and paints and flowers and stickers and all that stuff. So that's my version of it. And I just thought that was really, really neat. So get back into your hobbies if you have them. Till next time.